I'm done. All right. I've gone ahead and added materials, and here is my final image, and I'll talk a little bit about this, and I'll explain a few things that I've done. The original image is right here. Okay. Obviously, this is a vector image, and they didn't have to worry about lighting or anything. And you know, once again, there's what I did. Yeah, it looks pretty nice. I like it. There's a couple of funny areas I see now that I feel like this is a little bit too thick or too deep compared to the original. Some of the stuff I did a different picture in there. I'm not saying that I like it. That's just my guitar from the Monopoly game. It doesn't really match the scene, but I just put that in there quickly. Some of my colors are a little different. Had some issues with the glass here. Trying to get things to light up. I had lights in there and planes with emissions and all that, and it just wasn't working for me. But anyways, yeah, that's it. I like seeing these things in 3D, and I don't know if you guys can handle this, but I really feel like doing another one. I just really enjoy this. I know I've had some requests for airplanes and characters and all these things that I'm not that good at, really. But I enjoy doing this, so if you're interested, maybe you'll check out the next series where I just do it and have some fun and just, you know, practice modeling. I'm really more into and potentially better at, despite the thickness of this, which is bugging me, but I'm better at and more into the modeling than the texturing. I don't mind doing some of this stuff, but I'm not that good at it, really, as you could possibly tell. But and then I'll try to get to some of your requests as well. Although I managed to upload videos pretty frequently when I'm on the graveyard shift with my son, when he sleeps, and I do a bit, and then he wakes up and I feed him and change him and play with him, and then back to sleep and I do a bit. I don't have very much time to like practice other than doing stuff. So like to try and do you know, a character, I used to do stuff like that sort of years ago in Lightwave 3D, if you've ever heard of that. I don't have a lot of time to improve, really, other than just doing what I am doing. And I keep scrolling around here, driving you nuts. I thought if you needed to see how I did some of the floors, I could show you that, maybe something like this, if I can remember, or this. This is the node setup that I used, and I go through this in my previous modeling a isometric cutaway house, where I use this, you know, shader, whatever, these nodes. And so basically what I would do is, here, I'll just quickly make a plane. Give it a bit of thickness there, whatever. Let's say I was just doing this here. And then to make these floors, of course, I use snap to edge. This is the way I like to do it. Let's say that was it, let's say. Okay, so I come in here, and I select the face, and I just go U, unwrap. All right. I'll come over to the node editor. I'll switch this over to material. If you go into the UV image editor, you can see that I've unwrapped that. Come to the node editor, we have to make a new material for it. And then we just set this up. Okay, so I got two regular mix shaders. Okay, so I'll take this one and I'll go Shift S, shader, mix shader, and just convert it. And then I'll Shift D, I'll copy it. There's another one. You can see it's gone to a different color. And I'm going to need texture coordinate and brick texture, so let's grab those. Shift D, that'll be Shift S, texture, brick texture, and Shift D, Shift S, input, texture coordinate. And it's going to be UV to vector. I don't know if this matters, but I tended to have both of those black for this. White, black, black. Okay, so the color is going to go to the fact, shader to the first one. Color is going to go to the fact, shader to the first one there. Got 3 principled BSDFs. So let's just take that, Shift D, bring it down. And convert that to principled. And I'll do 3 of these. 2. 3. Like that. First one's going to go into the shader, second one in the second shader, so we're going to go, actually, I think it's this first one here. Let's move that out of the way. See, we're starting to get something, or we were. And this one, I believe, is going to go into that one. Am I right or am I wrong? Okay, and the fact to the fact, and fact to the, okay. Fact to the fact. And we also need another one here. I'll just take this and we'll copy it, Shift D. Invert, and that's going to get the fact to the color. And that goes into displacement. And then you choose your colors. Okay, we're already getting something here. Take that and I'll make it lighter or something. Okay, so you can get this, and if you want dark, whatever. Okay, so you could get a floor like that. I don't particularly like that, so might like that. And you could change the brick width here, and it looks a little bit longer, something like the image. Okay. Now that's how you can do your wood paneling on your wall, let's say. And let me see if I wanted to do just the sort of the squares on the floor. What I would do, I believe, is I get rid of all this stuff now that we did that. I'm going to switch this to, I mean, I could just use principled, or I could just use regular diffuse. I believe. Now, where do I put these in the color? Let's delete that and bring in a brand new one. Let's have a look at what I did here. Light blue and white. You know, along those lines anyhow. You can color pick that. And so you wanted it more like that. Okay, so you could set the floor up something like that. You make it shiny if you want. And I think that's stored out as a material there. And I can just come in here. Let's see, unwrap both these. And on this one, put that. And on this one, I'll make a new material. Do that. I don't know if I'm going to do that like that. And what did I do? Just switch it to color? No, I couldn't have done that. Could I? Oh, gray. That's why. I mean, something like that anyhow. You can mess around with that. That wasn't exactly equal. I don't know if I can just do this. Nah, not really. Just your brick size and stuff. So that's how you could do that and get that basic effect. And then I showed you how to do that, and this one is the same idea. Okay, so that's going to be that, and we'll move on to something else. So thanks for watching.